Welcome, everybody, to the iOS ARCA series presented to you by Sterling Sim Racing and broadcasting on Intensity Broadcasting. My name is Joe Wright. Tonight I'm joined by my man, Eddie Morris. Eddie, how's it going, bro?
It's going, brother. How are you?
Oh, I'm great. Oh, I'm feeling much better today than I was yesterday, and, you know, COVID.
That's awesome.
But, so, we're here with the ARCA series. Sterling Sim Racing is the main sponsor. I wanted to tell you a little bit about them. The Sterling Sim Racing is a group of iRacers and sponsors interested in associating with leagues that rookies, iRacers new to league racing, and all other competitors that want to compete can do so in a friendly, controlled, competitive environment. And shout out to those guys. Get with them if you want to get involved, or just check out iOS ARCA series. These guys are pretty much the lower echelon of the iOS league, and are working their way up into the trucks, and then eventually to the Cup Series, where we have some of the most premier drivers hopefully around, as you've seen through our broadcast. So we're looking at here at the playoff standings. Currently, Brett Merle and Logan Hagerman holding on to those top two spots. Brian Merle Jr. in the third spot with Jackson Qualley in the fourth. Now there's a cutoff line. This is the first race of the round of 8. Playoff round 3. Will Cloud, Michael Proval, Ella, and Warnicki are in, and Derek Chaput all in danger of missing out on the next round if they don't do something in this race or the next, or both. I mean, I got my money on those 4 that are up there. Probably going to be your 4. What do you think, Eddie?
I think that would be the safe bet, but you never know, man. Something could happen. Somebody could get a block, or, you know, anything can happen. And one of those other guys could have a decent race, and then you're crawling on the next race trying to make it back in. So you still have to drive kind of cautiously.
Yep, so me and you have both missed the playoffs of the next round for our iOS stuff, but we only missed that because I missed it anyway because of stage points. So stage points are a critical part of what goes on here. If you guys start in the top 10 and you can make it to that stage break and get those points, that is where it's at.
Yeah, those things are very critical. And I think what got me was the internet issue I was having, but hopefully I'll fix. So.
All right, and we're just getting started here with qualifying as we check it out. The first car on track now is Michael Proval. Michael Proval, one of the bubble drivers.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's going to have to look to put that thing up front to get some of those stage points you were talking about if he wants to get into the next round.
And we'll go from him to Will Cloud next. Looks like Michael's getting around here pretty well. 19.8. Saw the fastest lap in practice was a 19.4. Pro Vault good enough right now for P3. That's going to definitely change. And there you go, Logan Hagerman at the top of the board with a 4.7. And Pro Vault good enough for 4th currently. 19.69. That's a pretty good lap for a guy who definitely needed a good run there. Logan Hagerman still hanging on to the pole as he comes around the line for this final lap. Still at a 4.7. Dustin Buck in P3 with a 6.0. Check in on Atman Weiss from Gloucester. He's definitely not age 20. He's definitely 12. But he's trying. Trying to. Well, Cloud, definitely one of our other playoff drivers. He's P5 in standings right now. Another young gentleman here on iOS ARCA series. Bill's best lap, 19.75. Going to put him in that 7th position right now. Alan Wernicke, another one of our bubble drivers. Must be a picture of his little bud there. 36 from Andover, Minnesota. Ooh, that's not going to be good. Gonna park it for now. He's P3 already, though. He's trying to go that P1. He was pushing it. That's going to drop Jackson Qualley to 7th currently. Let's look at Jackson, see if he can go any faster. Jackson, another one of the youngsters. Lots of youngsters in this league. Jackson only 11 years old and just sending it.
That's right.
Man, these boys can get around. Tell you what. And Atlee's learning every week. We see him getting better and better. Jackson, hand over foot since last season, getting better.
For sure, man.
Jackson's going to be good enough for P6. Who else is on track? Blake Hensley just finished it. He's going to be P4. David Wright's got some Coast Guard paint job. That's cool. Still the 18, though. Poor guy.
Did you guys have a bet and him lose that, or?
No, he just loves me.
No, I'm talking about for his number.
Oh. No, I don't know.
Gotcha.
No, he loves that guy for whatever reason. You gotta ask him. Brandon White steals the pole. 1941 from Logan Hagerman. And we'll remind you guys again one more time before we get to the race and the standings here. Brandon White is not in the chase right now for the Cup here in the iOS Oval ARCA Series. But Brian Merle Jr., Logan Hagerman, and Jackson Qualley. Merle Jr. is going to start off P12. Brett Merle. P8. Jackson Qualley. P6. And Logan Hagerman now P2. All right, and as they grid, let's go through the field there, Eddie.
I think some people are waiting. Rolling off pole, we got Brandon White with a 19.410. Starting P2, Logan Hagerman. P3, we got Alan Wernicke. Rolling off 4th, Blake Hensley.
P5 is going to be James Moore. Rolling off 6, 11-year-old Jackson Qualley. Dustin Buck not gridded yet. P8 going to be Brett Merle.
Then P9, we got Gregory Froelich, the legend. Starting 10th, we got Michael Provost. And starting 11th, we got another one of the youngsters, Will Cloud. Rolling off P12, Brian Merle Jr.
And
Gotta love that picture.
P13, Nick Mather. Michael Cheeseburger Lawrence still recovering. I heard him talking earlier about being still a little hurt. Roll off P14. Rob Hamilton, 15. Derek Chaput, 16th.
Rolling off 17th, we got Atlee Atman Weiss. Rolling off 18th, we got Mike Rentz. 19th is Travis Paul. 20th is... Go ahead, brother.
No, I was going to say, and, last where the 18 belongs, in 20th.
David Wright. And Brandon White was given the EOA.
Interesting.
I was wondering what he was doing.
All right. We got your ticker for you. And we're waiting. Warnicki's going to start on the technical pole now. And Warnicki gone underneath Logan Hagerman.
Logan kept up with him pretty well, though.
Yeah, it's the preferred line's definitely the inside here in Nashville, but Logan on the outside now, as I say that. Warnicki's still able to hang on down there. Jackson Qualley already moving his way up through the field here. He's up to P5. We'll watch him all night as he's one of those drivers in that top 4. Really needs a good run here to stay up there. Back to the front where the battle is. I hear some wrecking. Maybe somebody slapped the wall. Warnicki gonna start leading this thing a little bit now. Logan looks like he's just gonna settle in and save those tires as it's a long race.
Looks like Brandon right front damage there.
We got a battle here for third place as the 61 of James Moore looks under Blake Hensley. Woo-wee! That was close. He's going to clear up in front of him, though. Nick Mather has crashed. We have a caution. That's going to bring in our first wreckage replay of the night.
Kid's crushing it, ain't it?
Nick Mathers looks like he's going in to the corner here. And a little late on the lift, and you can see the lift in there. It's going to push him way up the hill. And you don't want to be up there here at Nashville. Going to get a little bit loose off, as I think you're probably going to see here happens to him. Back to the throttle, and that's exactly what happens.
This track's a little tough to get around, and it definitely can get away from him pretty quick. So
no harm, no foul. He doesn't have much damage. Just a little ding on that front end to the inside wall.
Yeah, he got lucky. He was able to keep it off of it for the most part, not cause anything major to his car.
Travis Paul hit pit lane. Maybe a little... Oh, looks like he's having some blinking issues. Maybe that's why he hit pit lane. Trying to fix those. Nobody else seeing pit lane right now. Field is coming around. They do have the option of hitting pit road here.
Think you might have been trying to tap into Blake Hansley's internet?
Expect the cautions to be a little bit quick tonight, Eddie, as we are at a much shorter track than these guys are really used to. Used to the super speedways and even road tracks. I know it's called the iOS Oval Series, but they do some road tracks, and then a lot of mile and a halves.
For sure, man.
Lights on the pace car are off. We'll double file up. Travis Paul, the only pit taker during that caution. I would have thought Nick Mather would at least check to see if he had some damage, but not even that happened. Warnicki's going to have the inside line, the preferred line again. See how it goes. Pace car is off. The start now is on Alan Warnicki. When he wants to go, he can let her rip. And it sounds like he got it off the corner there. We got a race on our hands. Blake Hensley to the inside of Logan Hagerman now. Blake's still there. Logan trying to clear and clears off of turn 4. Logan will move down into that low line now. Further back, ooh, a little contact there. 3 wide action. And Dustin Buck into the outside wall. Merle Jr. Dustin Buck flipping. Nick Mather tags him. Wow.
Interesting turn of events here. And Merle Jr. is one of the playoff drivers.
Sure is. All right. Let's roll that one back as well while we do that. They're crushing it out here tonight. All right, here we go. Gonna check out some issues here with Dustin Buck and Merle Jr. They end up 3 wide for some reason. Let's see what happens. Oh. So, wow. Little tag there. Michael Proval, another playoff driver going underneath. So this is where we picked it up live. We'll go slow-mo here. And you see Merle Jr. come back down the hill into Dustin Buck. Dustin Buck hard into the outside wall. Look at Will Cloud get by. The 05 more. Atliat Manwee sneaks by. Travis Paul and David Wright are coming. Travis Paul looks like he might have got some.
Yeah, I think that might have been building up from the corner before also.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it back then. I like that idea.
There we go.
All right. Tight race in there. Brian Merle able to sneak by there. Dustin Buck obviously didn't like it for whatever reason. And as you see there, wreck avoidance 101 for David Wright. Pucker, Matt, we really need a Matt White Knights pucker effect for this broadcast because, man, there's a lot of them here in the iOS series.
I could have used one last night. I think I referred to it.
I heard it was a bit of a wreck fest last night as well.
Yeah, sort of, kind of. It was a pretty good race, though.
Who ended up winning it?
Jeff Paisley.
Nice. Go Jeff Paisley.
Yep.
All right. Pace lights are off, and we're going back green flag action here.
Yeah, Jeff had the short run speed, and Garrett had the long run speed. And it's tough.
Warnicki off the corner again. Blake Hensley underneath again. That inside line just getting a heck of a run. Brett Merle now underneath as well. Oh, the 61 turns the playoff driver, Brett Merle. No damage, able to get it back righted, but that's going to bring out our caution again there. All right. Pull it back since we got it up already. Man, no lift in there. Boy, I'll tell you what. That 61 just put it in and then kept driving through him.
Yeah, not right there. You're going to, like, scoot up and get off the gas or something.
Yeah, no lift.
I don't know.
Lift for the 61. Well, I'm bored and see if we can hear it. No, he was off the throttle. It was just a speed difference. Maybe a little brake. Maybe a little brake.
Move up a little bit.
We saw just before that, Hagerman gets a little slap to the wall in that right rear of his tank there. Doesn't look like he has too much damage. Jackson Qualley up to 4th. Michael Provault 5th. Will Cloud 6th. Hey, these guys at the top. Actually, the top 7. With the exception of Blake Hensley, are all in the playoff picture. Right? Pretty positive.
I know.
Yeah, Blake Hensley is the only one in the top 7 who is not in the playoffs, and that leaves 6 of those top 7 are it, and then the only other 2 are the Merle brothers, who have been caught up in the last 2 incidents, which is probably why they're not up there. Brett back in 16th, Brian back in 17th now. Both of those guys have hit pit lane.
I was gonna say Cheeseburger's not in the playoffs. He's in 7th.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was thinking,
Lawrence.
yeah.
Provo.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we got Brett and Brian down there, 16th and 17th right now.
So Derek Chaput is the 8th driver, and he is currently P8. So 6 of your 8 playoff drivers in the top 8. We'll get it straight eventually.
That's right.
All right, Warnicki again. Gonna lead it off. And an advantage for Warnicki here on that restart. Logan looks like he was sleeping just a little bit. He's stuck there behind Blake. Pretty single file throughout the top 10. The legend Fronek in the top 10 now. He actually started 9th, but he's in 10th still. Check in on Brett and Brian Merle as they work their way through the field trying to get back to the front here. Looks like Brett's having a little bit of a tough time here. Let's see if he can get it going straight. Back to the front where Blake Hensley's starting to challenge the leader. Just a little diamond up action. Hitting runs down the straightaway, maybe to hopefully get up underneath there. Warnicki. Looks like he's just driving a little deeper. That's going to run that right front off, though, Eddie.
Oh, yeah. He might be able to get by him, but, man, that abuse on that right
Here it
front
comes. Underneath. For the lead. Slides up the hill just a little bit. Able to stick it, though. Still there. Blake Hensley still underneath the leader. Oh, he almost lost it coming off of 3rd and 2 there. Able to gather it up. Oh, now he's blinking. Oh, and he slapped the wall. Now he's skipping. Yeah, he's hard into the wall.
Man.
Man, from battling for the lead to blinking to being the wreck.
Yeah, to possibly looking like a modified.
Bam. A little touch to the wall. Skipping over the little opening. And then... he's smart enough to hold the brakes at least and stay out of the way.
Exactly.
Gets it fired and rolling. All right, Warnicki, still your leader. Logerman and Jackson Qualley, P3. Michael Proval up to 4th, and Will Cloud up to 5th now. David Wright in pit lane. He must have got some damage there. I'm not sure what happened to him. Like he had it already there.
Yeah, it was lap 26 coming to 27. He just gave it a little bit too much gas and
Hit the inside
got
wall.
away from him. Yep. Which is easy to do here.
Sure is. All right, let's check in with the chat. Yeah, we missed a lot. Let's go. Merle brother says Nudie. Eddie rooting for his grandson Logerman. Colin Willems says Burrow's going back to back. Going back to the back. Let's go, Colin, says Nudie. Let's see. And the bot squad's in full effect right now. Brett Merle says, easy, Colin. I have about 40 laps logged at this track totally. Abiana Dixon says, let's go, Nick Mather. Cassie Williams says, go, Mather. And Dustin Dean, Blake Sandy, Ellen Warnicki showing out. Hashtag Apex Racing. Thank you for the several angles. You're welcome, Dustin. Lights on the pace car are off. You know what that means, Eddie?
We're gonna have some racing here, hopefully.
Oh. And Warnicki getting another large jump on the field there as he catches him again. Logan settles into that second spot. Jackson Qualley now looking under Michael Proval for third. Proval able to clear, but stays up. I think he'll diamond down here and get in line. Jackson still holding that bottom line. Will Cloud looking a little aggressive behind him. Let's see what happens here going into turns 1 and 2. And Derek should put up 9 positions into that 7th spot. That's what you got to do if you're racing for the playoffs here in that 37 machine.
There's Logan on the inside.
Ooh, Alan Warnicki let it all hang out. Logan Hagerman at the line. Logan almost clear. Warnicki still hanging tough on that outside line, though. What a battle for the lead up here, Eddie.
Yeah, man, this is some good racing right here.
Might be able to clear him up off the corner here. Not quite. Still there. Almost identical to the lap before. Warnicki taking that higher line, a little diamond down, trying to get a run down the backstretch here. Logan's going to have to use him up a little bit and move him up the hill just a little bit more, I think, if he wants to get this pass done.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Logan leads it at the line again. Or maybe that was Warnicki. I don't know. It's hard to tell. They were so close. Warnicki just a little bit loose off on that high line. But he's really getting the power down, able to make the run down the straightaways. Logan Hagerman making the distance up through the middle of the corner. But off the corner is where he's having a tough time keeping it together.
Caution's out.
Caution is out. I'll tell you who's crushing it tonight. Who do you think's crushing it tonight, Eddie?
I think Blake Hensley's crushing it tonight.
Crushing it. Crushing his car. See if he gets a little help here. Nope, no help. Just that pressure from Atliat Man Weiss getting to him.
That's right, the footsteps.
Oh. Living up to his name of Blake Hensley. Nick Mather hitting pit lane, as well as Blake Hensley. I would imagine to get some repairs done. Nudie thinks Logerman looks faster.
I think I have to agree with Nudie.
I agree with Nudie in the sense that he was able to hold more of a solid line. He wasn't getting back to, he wasn't having to use his stuff up. I think Warnicki was really using his right rear up there coming off the corner. So we'll see what happens here. I'm with Nudie on that.
I think these playoff drivers, man, I think they're wanting it. We got Brian Merle Jr. back up to 8th and Brett back up to 9th. I think they're hungry.
And I don't know if you've looked at Merle Jr.'s car, but let's look at this thing. Look at that thing. Might as well be a Whelen modified at this point.
Yeah. Surprised they didn't get the Sawzalls out and just put it out of its misery.
He must be feeling pretty good.
Must be.
Doesn't sound very good. Looks pretty good. He's in fuel conservation mode as we listen to him here. Cutting it off. Giving away all his secrets here.
I was gonna say, man, if you guys ever did an in-car on me, I save when I don't even need to save. I save like I'm the one paying for that gas. Like I don't even know why.
I do the same thing. You never know. No? Better be safe than sorry, right?
Yeah, for sure. I could have 18 gallons with 2 laps to go, and I'm still doing that. It's just habit.
It's the little things, Eddie. It's the little things. All right, well, Wernicke, what you got? What you got left in that thing? Wernicke gets a decent jump. Logan able to get with him. Ooh, almost killed it.
That's right.
That's what Logan wanted to see, a little wiggle. Hagerman really putting on the pressure now. I'm going to check in back here with these guys as the 47 of Michael Warren's looking under Merle Jr. Where's that Merle Jr. going around the top? Ooh.
He's about to really be going around the top. Look out that wide.
And he's going to clear Biesberger. And Hagerman starting to harass Warnicke again. You can just listen to how long Wernicke's out of the throttle. And he's got to really pedal it up off the corner, but Logan not able to close too much there. We'll see what he can do through turns 3 and 4. Really see him stick it to him there. Looks like Wernicke's a little... Oh, as I say that, it looks like he's better through 1 and 2, but he's... Oh, hear the tires squealing. That pressure. That pressure that Alan feels when you're the leader and you got a guy right up your backside is tremendous. Give you sweats. How about from the nose of Hagerman? What's he seeing? We worked lap 56 of 100. Sounds like he's just being patient to me, Eddie. That's what I think.
Yeah, I think that's the smart move right now. I mean, we just went over halfway and might have a good little green flag around here. So save your stuff while you can and just not feel pressure from behind in third position. So he's got time to save. Also on the bottom there it says Bristol and Irwindale winner, and like you said earlier, man, this track it runs a lot like Bristol does, so that might be helpful for Logan later on in the race.
I absolutely agree with you, Eddie. Let's check in through the field. We see some close racing midfield with James Moore and Will Cloud, one of our playoff drivers. So, and we saw the 61 get into Brian Merle, or was it Brian Merle? Brett. It was Brett Merle earlier.
Yeah.
Will Cloud letting him go by. I think 61 might have taken tires at some point there. Maybe not. Will Cloud really struggling here on this long run. Oh, it collects Will and the legend. And that's your caution. Back and take a look at that one more time. The 05 just pushes up the hill into the 61. The 61 overcorrects back in front of traffic, in front of Will Cloud and Bronick. Got some pit takers now, Eddie.
Yeah, I say pit road's probably going to be pretty busy.
Jackson Wally, one of your playoff drivers, hitting pit road here. Is getting all four treads. He's going to get rolling. Rob Hamilton right behind him. Brett Merle's going to get rolling behind him. Like Michael Lawrence, Will Cloud, and the legend using his either. He might have been able to get that optional done, maybe. Looks pretty fresh.
Yeah, he had some damage earlier too. It looked like to his left rear.
Oh, the dirt says good battle up front. Yeah, it's been a good battle all night. These two guys, a little bit of strategy, I think, playing out right now. Eddie, you think they can make it a whole race on what they have for fuel?
I don't know, man. I've not turned any laps here other than the little test laps. So, I mean, as far as fuel runs and stuff go, I wouldn't be able to tell you. I would guess, depending on cautions. I mean, we've seen it done before, so I don't know.
Sure have. Michael Provolt having a great night, up 7 positions. Chaput, one of the dark horses, moving his way through the field up to P4. He needed a good run, and here he is. Clean car in the top 5. Brian Merle Jr. with that beat-up machine up to P5 as well, or P5.
I was gonna say, man. Speaking of P5, check him out.
Brett Merle hit pit road. That's his brother, who's also in the playoffs. Let's see whose strategy works out better here. And Wernicke, he'll lead the field back to green here. And he gets a decent jump. No gill in it. Into 1. Looking good. Chaput to the outside of Provolt. And Chaput's got it locked in right up there, Eddie.
See that, man? He's making that line work.
Ooh-wee. Both guys loose off the corner there. Provolt back underneath. Provolt able to lock himself back into that 3rd spot for now. Woo. He was dancing it off the corner there.
He went to the Isaiah Gill driving school after that corner.
Chaput back high. Chaput's going to get a run down the front stretch. Giving a lot of room here. That's going to cause the 91 looking underneath Brian Merle now. Provolt really kind of holding these guys up a little bit. Oh, I'm with you.
To get by me.
I'm with you. Chaput and him are battling for one of those transfer spots, so for sure. And Merle Jr. in that same position, having to do the same thing. But don't look now. He's got Dustin Buck behind him again, Eddie. Oh, there goes Nick Mather. Into the inside wall, and caution's out. Already with some right front damage here. Gonna come off the corner and loses it. We saw him do that earlier in the race. Do a little too aggressive on the throttle there off the corner. Both times he's wrecked that. All right, now what do you do?
Man, it's a tough call.
All right, well, Provolt Jr., Atlee Weiss, and Travis Paul hit pit road there.
I think also if I'm Alan Warnicki, you know, I'm 7th in points right now. I'm also one of the guys trying to make it in. I think if I had any kind of chance that I could make it, I'd probably take it.
That's a good point. Well, we know that these guys are for sure locked in now to make it to the end. Provolt rolling off first. Brian Merle Jr. still not using his reset. He must be feeling pretty good about the way that thing's driving. James Moore in the 61 used his, it looks like. Dave Wright getting his optional repaired.
It's either that or Junior's worried about what the end of this race is gonna do, because if he uses it now and there's a caution within the last few laps and it's a big wreck, you know, you're kind of stuck with the hand you're dealt.
Yeah, for sure. Check in with the audience. Anybody got anything to say? So far, so good. Been a little competitive. Really, the only wrecks are guys spinning on their own, or a little bit of aggressiveness between Dustin Buck and Brian Merle Jr. early there when they were 3 wide. But other than that, been a pretty clean race. Will Cloud with some right front damage you can see there in our view, as well as Dustin Buck with some damage. But Buck up to 4th. So in the pre-broadcast, Max McClure said, if you can keep the thing clean, and not wreck. Guarantee yourself a top 50. I think he's right. Got about 3 or 4 guys, maybe 5, not having such great nights. Maybe a caution or 2 more, and that holds true.
Yeah. I mean, there's only 17 cars out here right now, I think. 18.
Lights on the pace car are off. Maybe going back. Green flag racing here with Warnicki leading us to the green flag yet again. Is Logan ready? Trying to time it.
Woo!
Ooh, Warnicki almost killed it, and it's going to cost him here, Eddie. Logan to the inside. Ooh wee. And Logan's going to clear. It was time to pounce for Logan Hagerman, and boy did he. And now he's setting the sail for now. We'll see if he... Oh, Dave right around. No yellow yet. He stayed green. Mike Rentz crashed. Now we're yellow. All right, let's see what happened with Dave Wright first.
Still wrecking back there, I think.
Ooh. Atman dumping Dave. Looks like there was a checkup in front of Dave there, though. We got that from a different angle. So, yeah, just a little checkup. Middle of the corner there. And then more in them. The 91 comes back across the track in front of everybody. James Moore's on his roof. Oh, man. All right. Mike Rentz at pit lane. He's going to get his stuff fixed up. Nobody else attempting to go there.
I think if I'm starting on the or behind Alan Warnicki on this restart, I'm gonna play it pretty safe there.
Well,
just in case you don't.
Hagerman's got the. I would take the outside line, Eddie.
Yeah, for sure.
'Cause you're going to get the jump, and you're going to not have to worry about turning down off the corner.
Yeah.
That's what I would do. Let's see what Logan does here. Oh, Jackson Qualley must have got a little beating on pit road or something. Not sure why Jackson jumped out of line there.
Yeah, he was giving an EOL, but I don't. Just trying to see where that came from, maybe. Oh, he got into the back of Red's thing.
Okay. Hagerman to the inside, base car is off, and they're rolling. Hagerman out to a decent-sized lead already. We got some back up behind him there with Dustin Buck. Brett Merle to the outside. Brett's going to go around Dustin on new tires. He's looking to chase down the leader now. Brett Merle is. Look at him go. Oh, Dustin Buck sliding it. Oh, Will Cloud in the back of Chaput. Man, they're really using each other up back here, Eddie.
Yeah, they are, man.
That's what the playoffs will do to you. Earl Jr. 3 wide underneath. Thinks better of it. Slides back in line. The legend goes around Cloud. Brett Merle is giving chase now, Eddie.
Yeah, he's still got to get that energy, though. It's just
Not an easy task, but he is on newer tires than both of these guys by, 80 laps. So.
right.
Oh, I hear some wrecking. Fronik into the wall.
Caution's out.
Caution is out. Let's go see who's crushing it now. Oh, buddy. This is going to be a good. I'm positive the legend is heated.
I would guarantee it. Somebody ought to check his temps. Ask him for his
buddy.
temps.
All right. Let's check this one out. Old Mike Rentz there in the 38 machine. Old battering ram. That's what we're going to start calling him. Battering Rentz.
There we go.
And he's going to come off the corner and just go tag with 71. Hey, buddy, you're it. When it goes into the inside wall hard, that's probably going to end his race, Eddie, I think. Because we did see him use his reset, didn't he?
I think so. He's not went into the pits either. He's got a big old trail of smoke following him.
Let me check his temps. Oh, he's not happy with Rentz. Give him a little door slammer.
Yeah, it was Travis Paul in 38. Yeah, he's not happy at all.
My bad, Mike Rentz. Dang it. I don't even know which one's which. Travis Paul was 38 that got into Legend. My bad. Messing it up.
So I'm wondering if Fronik's even going to pit, man. That's...
Mike Rentz has actually had a pretty clean race, and here I am talking junk about him. Travis Paul, the 38, was the one that got into the Legend there. That there, the 91 is Mike Rentz. My bad, Mike. Guess it's we should call this the Show Us Your Fish League.
That's right.
Uh-oh. I think the Legend
Oh,
just
that's
blew
cool.
up.
I don't think he was checking his temps.
He must have miscalculated. All right. Well, that helped that whole thing that we were talking about earlier, where if you just survive, you might get a top 15. Hey, at this pace, you might get a top 10. Logan Hagerman, Alan Wernicke, Brett Merle. Let's see what they got. Logan gets a decent jump on that inside line. Oh, Wernicke. What a save by Alan Wernicke.
That was a pucker moment.
Was it ever? Brett Merle now single file with Cheeseburger behind him. Oh, we got a yellow flag. Travis Paul has crashed again.
Brett Merle's around with the.
Ooh, buddy. All right, so this actually starts with, it looks like Wernicke in the fence. You ready? Bridge for it. Speed. That was where Wernicke almost lost it. He's going slow. Everybody's stacking up behind him. Dustin Buck. Yeah, that's just a change in speed there from Buck and Chaput hitting each other too. All right, so Wernicke, I think he might have got a little bit of the fence, maybe slowed down and made Dustin Buck check up premature. Got his nose. Earl Cloud 61, no brakes. Everybody else skates by. Mike Rentz gets collected by Merle Jr. into the inside wall. And that is that.
What a save, though, man, right?
Bro, go back and take that look at that. Earl gave him the business. Man, he hung on to it. Roll vault underneath, and then that's for the stack up. Little touch of the wall right there, and then cuts down in front of Dustin Buck. Dustin Buck hard on the brakes. That's going to check up everybody behind him there. All right. Well, now you got Brett Merle, Jason old Logan Hagerman. And we just saw Brett's not afraid to use that bumper a little bit.
Yeah, that front bumper's just a little bit more crinkled up this time. But yeah. They're going for the playoffs now.
See what we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of your playoff drivers in the top 9. The only one not in it is Merle Jr., who was just in that wreck P12.
And this is going to be our first attempt at a green-white checker.
It sure is. I've been losing track of laps because I'm having so much fun watching this. I'd rather just do another 100.
I'm down if you're down.
Hagerman inside, Merle outside. Logan gets a decent start off the corner here. But Brett with the best restart on the outside of the night. Ooh, they're wrecking again. Maybe not. We're still green. Lots of beating and banging going on back there.
Yeah, they're wrecking.
And yellow's out. Right. Really liking the chopper view on these. Helps see that change in speed here. Starts with, I think, with one. We'll see that. Yep, 91 hard into the outside wall. Wasn't a caution for that or not, but then there's something happens with 18 as well. Up by Merle Jr. there.
Some tempers flaring there between Junior and the 61 and James Moore.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I don't look now. This is wild to me to think about. But Atlee Atman Weiss 10th, Will Cloud 9th, and Jackson Qualley 7th. The Young Guns, all three in the top 10. I don't want to jinx it.
Yeah. Did you see the extracurricular that was going on there? Yeah, that.
That?
Yeah.
See what happened there.
It's been building up for a couple laps under caution here. They were kind of going back and forth, and they're, yeah.
Anything else?
There's a little bit more after that. Yeah, right.
Lord.
After that, no, I think everything's good.
I don't know if Bull 61's gonna have a ride for anymore.
Yeah, that's
They
a
park
little
him?
crazy. Yeah, he was disqualified.
There you go.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes, I guess.
Right? So the 61 has been parked. That of James Moore. And we'll try a green white checkered yet again.
Be our second attempt out of 3. Think we're gonna need the third one?
I'm gonna say yeah, because Merle Jr.'s got at least 8 positions to get. So, yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you. I agree with you.
It's definitely gonna shake up those points, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Dane Matthews says, send it. Call me Danny says, vroom vroom. Brett Merle says, vroom vroom, as he takes off on that inside line.
There you go.
Hagerman with the cleaner car, though. He's just on old tires. Roll vault around the outside. Cheeseburger loses it, and he takes out Warnicki. We stay white. We stay white. We're still going to race it out. No yellow. Brett Merle's going to win the round 3 race here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Logan Hagerman came home second, Pro Vault third. Derek should put fourth. Jackson Qualley coming home 5th. Will Cloud 6th. Brian Merle 7th. Atlee Atman Weiss with his best finish of the season in 8th. 9th, Rob Hamilton. And rounding out your top 10, David Wright. Man, what a finish.
That was crazy.
We'll watch the burnouts here, but then we're going to take a look at what happened there to Warnicki. That's going to cost Warnicki some serious points here, Eddie.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely is.
After having a tremendous night. All right, let's go back real quick and just take a look at what happened to Wernicke there coming to the white flag. Cheeseburger gets loose, overcorrects. Wernicke up into the wall. And out.
Yeah, he towed and ended up 2 laps down, I believe.
He goes up in the air. Cheeseburger's rolling down the front stretch. Dave Wright finished off Dustin Buck there. All right. And then here's Brett Merle. Finishing it up. And there it is. All right. We transition here. Let's look at who's in the waiting room. We got Pro Vault in home 3. Hey, Michael, you got Joe and Eddie in the booth. You got us? Mike, you got us? It's Joe and Eddie in the booth. Nope. Doesn't look like it.
All right.
Mike, it's Joe and Eddie in the booth. You got us? All right, let's try to pull in Logan. Hey, Logan, it's Joe and Eddie in the booth. You got us?
I got you guys.
All right, man. You came home P2 after, man, I don't think you pit, right? So no pit stop? Is that what cost you the race?
Yeah, I didn't pit there, and Brett did pit, so he had fresher tires at the end there.
Yeah, you can tell the difference, man. But, man, I'm telling you, if it stayed green, and I think if Wernicke was there, I think he was going to fight Brett for that position. And I think that may have given you enough time to squeak out the win there. But bringing it home second, man, that's still pretty good. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, it was a good points race. Need good points going into Talladega because who knows what's going to happen there.
Yeah, for sure. So you scored yourself some stage points as well and finished it out in P2. A heck of a race, Logan. Congratulations. Anybody you want to thank?
Got to thank Grandma Hagerman for her support. Got to thank you guys up in the booth. You guys do a great job. And we'll move on till tomorrow and get them tomorrow.
Sir. Grandma Hagerman. Dave's going to help him at Talladega. He won't crash. I'll teach him.
Perfect.
All right. Take care.
Thanks, guys.
Let's try Michael again. Mike, you got us.
Hey guys, I can hear you. How we doing?
Oh, great, man. You came home P3 after a wild last lap. Tell us about it.
Absolutely flawless race. Everything was good. Car handled good. I don't remember ever running any Nashville, but I think it worked out pretty well for us tonight.
Yeah, it's crazy how it works out like that, isn't it? Like I was racing with the Rebels the other night at Homestead, and it was my first time ever at that track, and I ended up winning it. But so it's just crazy how it works out that way. What was you thinking whenever you seen Cheeseburger going around?
I was trying to say, hey, look out, bro! You're not in the points.
Good job on your third place, man.
Right on, cool.
Anybody you want to thank, Mike, before we let you roll?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to give a shout out to Fortuna Iron, Elevated Media, Michael Falk with MF Racing Designs, and you guys for broadcasting, and Max for putting it on. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Congratulations, and we'll see you again next week.
I sure hope so.
As Talladega week.
Oh, sounds like fun. I'll see you guys there.
All right, Brett. Great, wise choice there, taking tires and making it safely through the field to run down Logan. And I don't know if you would have caught him if it wasn't for the cautions, but you got yourself there. Tell us about it.
Yeah, even with those tires, I could tell they were night and day. There was no comparison to the guys with old tires. But as soon as I got up to Wernicke and Logan there, they were still faster than me, even with my 50-lap fresher tires. I mean, those two were the class of the field, no doubt about it. I want to apologize over the broadcast to Alan. I know he was just trying to hold his position there, and he got down in front of me and jammed on the brakes. I did not mean to get into him. That was a heck of a save, though.
Yeah, that was definitely wild, man. That was insane.
Yeah, without that save, I would have been getting an EOL. So he he saved his own car and my car.
Well, he ended up wrecking still there, so he might have needed an EOL. So I'm not going to throw you under the bus like that, but anybody you want to thank, Brett, for that awesome run? And now you don't got to worry about trashing your car at Talladega. You just go for it.
Man, I am so just stoked right now. Like I told you guys last week, I'd never ran a lap here, and I really didn't figure it out in practice. And I don't think I still have it figured out. It was just a matter of getting on the fresh tires and being the first car on fresh tires. The only reason why I won. But yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to Michael Falk, MF Race Designs. Put this sweet looking Jimmy Johnson throwback car together for me, and like to give a shout out to Intensity Broadcast and everybody that helps broadcast and put on this league.
Sweet. Well, congratulations. And like I said, we'll see you again next week at Talladega, where you're going to have to give your brother some help, get him up in that top 4. He had a rough night tonight.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do about being a good teammate, but I'm going for a 3-peat. Haven't won all year. Now I got back-to-back, so I want to keep that streak alive all the way into the championship round.
By rough, I said, I mean, he did finish 7th, so he didn't, not too bad, but still.
Yeah,
Considering what he went through, it was pretty rough.
It was definitely a rough night. I heard a lot of radio chatter.
All right, man. Congratulations.
All right, thanks, guys.
All right, Eddie. There goes a wonderfully caution-filled but racy Nashville Fairgrounds race. And I'll tell you what, I had a good time tonight watching these guys go for it. And, man, like I said, the thing that impresses me, not only Merle coming from the back, Hagerman being able to do 100 laps on one tank of gas and those tires, Pro Vault with a great finish, but watching Atlee Weiss, Will Cloud, and Jackson Qualley finish 5th, 6th, and 8th. I mean, these kids are doing it, man.
Heck yeah, man. They're putting together some solid races and starting to click for them, and it's awesome to see that.
Yeah. Well, for Intensity Broadcasting, my name's Joe Wright. Tonight we broadcasted to you iOS ARCA series. We'll come back again next week with round number 4 of playoffs, and we're going to be going and cutting some people out of this playoffs. We're going to end up with 4 after Talladega, and I'll tell you what, that's going to be a place where you're going to have to survive to win or even make it out of that bottom 8, right?
Oh yeah, man. If I'm in that bottom 8, I'm asking around for people to run some practice laps with me there this week. You know, if I'm trying to win this championship, I'm going to be asking somebody to help me out.
Yeah,
working with the draft. So
for sure. Well, for Intensity Broadcasting, I'm Joe Wright. I've been joined tonight by Eddie Morris. Like, follow, and subscribe on all the streaming platforms, as well as check out eRacing TV on Fire TV and Roku. You can catch us live on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Sunday nights. For Intensity Broadcasting, as Atlee Weiss would say, over and out.